timed that one well. That is the call, straight in. Beautiful ball. Excellent, yes it is.
Good evening and welcome to the Oman Cricket Academy for one final time today. It's the final game of the day, Oman D10, Day 6, and entertainment is on offer. It is P11 clashing on Mavericks, and we'll head straight to the toss where our partner, Amin Wagle, is with the two captains.
Toss time here at Oman D10, powered by Dafa News. We are on game number 25 and two very interesting teams coming in from those challenger groups. It's going to be P11 Mavericks represented by Anir Mon, and Haja is representing the men in yellow, the Bravehearts, under the watchful eye of Mr. Bala Subramaniam, who will ensure that everything is in the right manner. Home team is P11 Mavericks and they will spin the coin. Number was the call, and it's Khanjar. Anir Mon winning the toss, and what would you like to do?
Ball first. Ball first.
Okay, anything about the wicket? कुछ ऐसा हो रहा है wicket में जिसकी वजह से आप bowling first ले रहे हैं या आप अपने strengths and weaknesses के हिसाब से खेल रहे हैं?
नहीं, मेरा strength bowling है. ये मैं bowling थोड़ा first में bowl करेगा, तुम छोटा target छोटा आएगा थोड़ा अच्छा है. ये मैं bowl first bowl करेगा बस.
लीग टेबल में इतना अच्छा पोजीशन नहीं है, बट आपके पास दो गेम, ये वाला गेम पकड़ के इसके बाद और एक गेम है आपके साथ खेलने के लिए, तो ऐसा क्या आप डिफरेंट कर सकते हैं जिसकी वजह से कुछ डिफरेंस पड़े आपके पॉइंट्स पे?
ये नहीं, बिफोर 3 मैच अच्छा टीम का साथ प्रीमियर का टीम है. अभी लास्ट 2 मैच मेरा सेम ग्रुप का टीम है, इंटरमीडिएट का टीम है. ये 2 मैच जीत गया, मेरा पोजीशन 4 में आएगा. ये अच्छा है, ये ट्राई करेगा बस. 2 मैच जीत कर तो.
ओके, टीम में कुछ चेंजेस हैं ये गेम के लिए?
यहाँ 2 चेंजेस है अभी. द पेस बॉलर एंड राफी एंड बिबिन इज आउट and Bishan Faisal is in.
Okay, very difficult to remember the names, isn't it? All right, okay. All the best. Haja, happy to do what you're going to be doing?
Yeah, actually our plan is also batting first, so we are happy to bat first.
I don't want to jinx it, but just the previous game was something that probably dampened your hopes for qualifying, but then everything in the favor to dominate amongst the challengers, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what. See, when you are playing the short-term cricket, especially, we have to be in 100% in the field, and same thing we are request to umpire also same 100% in the field. Then only it will help to those who are giving 100% in the field will get the benefit. It's happened anyway. We cannot blame anyone. As a human, the error can be done anytime. But if the umpires can reduce the error, it will help some. Especially some intermediate team will bid some in a premier. It is a great things. We are come up with giving more benefits and more positive cricket for the upcoming matches. Anyway, we are not giving up. Still, we have 3 more matches. We have hope still. If we win 3 out of 3, we have qualifications in our board. So we are looking on that.
Okay. What about your team right now for this particular game? Any particular changes, and what is the right kind of combinations that you're looking for?
So there is no change in my team. Only the combinations we required in the infield. We are bowling also, it's better, and batting also doing better. Only infield, especially the fielding, we have some lag. We have to come up from our lag in the field. Then hopefully we'll give a good cricket.
Hope you have a good one.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right then, the news from the centre is P11 Mavericks have won the toss and they are going to have a bowl first.
It's almost the business end of this tournament for round number 1, and that's where all these teams are looking to get wins in their favour, and that's the only way they can be qualifying. Both P11 and Braveheart, it's a must win for both these sides. Joining me in the com box, Jameel Bhai. Jameel Bhai, Has to be Braveheart 11 after the way they performed against Muscat Thunderers.
Definitely, yes. I'm also convinced that P11 Mavericks also doing a good job. So this will be a very, very good clash of these two teams playing in the intermediate division.
Oh, you don't want to be opening with Arvind Ramesh, and that's the exact reason why. Because the ball is going to be swinging, and Jacob is going to be getting a wicket on the very first delivery. The big wicket of Braveheart 11 is going to be walking back very early in this innings, and it's going to be a big heartbreak.
Well, it's too early to play that shot up. He should just wait and for the ball to come. He make a bit early, got a top edge and out in the very, very first ball. So none for one.
It's a no-brainer that Arvind looks to tonk it down the ground. And on the other hand, Charles Jacob is known for bowling shots. So it was a battle within a battle, and Charles Jacob has won it. The very next delivery, some good quality cricket from both these sides.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, both are playing in the intermediate and they know each other very well, I believe. Batters know the bowlers and bowlers know the batters. So will be a very, very good battle because each one will try to outclass the other one. So a good contest in place right now.
Which is that one side from the intermediate that has impressed you the most? Back of length, and this time they're not going to be going for the single. I'll give you some names.
Not only one side, let me finish it. Because to me, after one match, we thought, yes, this team is looking better. But on the other match, they were totally opposite to what they have done in the last match. So to me, all the teams of intermediate division are almost similar. Just a difference of about 19-20 like that.
Big shot on offer. Khan is going to be accumulating 6 runs to his name. Charles Jacob, one of the quickest. What an incredible strike in his arc and throwing the kitchen sink at it, not looking to have second mercy.
So whom do you think that is the better side out of those 6 intermediate teams?
If you ask me, I've been most impressed by SFT smashers. I'll name them and I'll give you a small review and then I'll go for the final option. Ideal International has been very good with the bat. Cut well. It's only going to be a dot ball. Bin Ali has had a mixed tournament. A little bit with the bat, but very good with the ball. Then when you're talking about P11 Mavericks, they've been a decent side with the ball. Still not very impressive with the bat. You're talking about Braveheart 11, 50-50. A little bit with the bat, little bit with the ball. But as a team, very good. And Braveheart Hay has been disappointing, to be honest. Won't be diplomatic, but I've been mighty disappointed by Braveheart Hay. Guided to third and it's going to be a single. So, and SFT Smashers, batting solid. Really solid, but just the top order. Nothing in the middle at all. So, if I sum up everything, I think Braveheart 11.
Well, anyway, this is your, of course, what you call point of view. But to me, I think I saw all the teams looks to be in the same boat. One way or the other. If someone is doing good batting in the early stages, but the middle is not working. Someone going good bowling they are doing. But again, some fielding lapses are there. So one way or the other, I feel that all the teams are almost similar. Slight edge to any of the teams. That's what my point of view
Spot
is.
on. I'm in agreement with you. The only thing that I liked about Braveheart 11 is that they're a proper team unit. They back each other's qualities, the combination, the support which they provide to each other. That is not available. I'm very closely knit with Bin Ali. But that's not the combination that I'm able to see in Bin Ali or probably SFT Smashers or Braveheart A. Chopped on. Nishad, one of the premium players of Braveheart 11, but he's going to be departing back to the dugout and departing really early. This is not great start for Braveheart 11.
Well, definitely, yes. We're talking about too much about the Braveheart, and unfortunately, now things going to the other way around. P11. I little bit what you call impressed with the ideal international team, and I really do like Manoj, because whenever I took interview about what he's planning to have, what you have in mind, he always honest.
Absolutely.
Don't go, Yani, we are going to have 100 plus, 120 plus, like that. He always said, I'm very honest. I'm looking 70, 80, something like that. So that is very honest thing I like from him.
He's an absolute gentleman. I've known him for a while now. Allapurayal gets a wicket on the very first delivery of Nishad, and all of a sudden, Braveheart 11 is looking shaky here. I believe it is Suhail who has come in to bat to join Khan. The graphics not being spot on. It's not Gaurav Pokhara. It's Suhail Khan who's come in to bat. 9 for the loss of 2. This is going to be one of those even-Steven battle on most days. What a delivery.
Beautiful one. Absolutely beauty.
Gem of a delivery.
Absolute beauty. That is a perfect delivery. Off the wicket, pace, beating the batter. Absolutely brilliant.
And the way it kept rising towards the wicketkeeper, it just never collapsed. So decent amount of pace from Allapurayal. Having first visuals of Allapurayal. Oh, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be very interesting. Probably impacting just outside the off stump. That is what the umpire suggests.
What a brilliant ball. It was almost in the block hole. Definitely umpires knows much better which way the ball was going, but it was very, very close from here.
Oh, replay is going to be very interesting. He'll get visuals of that. So Hale has a big back lift, and that's where he was a little too late on that one. Never expecting it to be as full as it was. Swinging away from the arc of Sohail at the moment. Allapurayal has been exceptional. Still to concede a run. 4 deliveries. He's picked up a wicket.
So far, so good.
On one side there is Khan, who has got a maximum 7 and 2. Looking for a big hit. Look at that collection from in the hands of Nishant. He's been an experienced wicket keeper. He's been keeping wickets forever. And the time that Nishant has behind the stumps to collect it, receive it.
Yeah, seems to be a good wicket keeper.
At the moment, he's just trying to make sure that the fielding is spot on. Look at the number of players on the offside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 on the leg side, in the wickets. And all of a sudden, Suhail strikes a maximum. So an over which was going great for Allapurayal ends with a maximum, and it just turns to ordinary. 2 overs done, 15 for the loss of 2. Priyanka Mendonca, the umpire on duty. She's the national captain, national women's captain for Oman. And that's where it's great to see a national women's captain to be standing as an umpire. She's learning the laws and she's implementing those laws to perfection. What a delivery. What a delivery.
We were talking about this of the women umpiring in Oman with Mudassir in the last instant that we have. It is really wonderful to see the women, girls are coming to supervise the matches. Meera is one and Priyanka is another one. It's a place to see them.
Every time that I see a women personnel doing well in the cricketing circuits, I have to be appreciating the contributions of Vaishali Jasrani. Tireless contributions of Vaishali Jasrani.
She was the pioneer of this women cricket in Oman. Whatever praise you have, whatever words I have, it is totally less for her.
It's gone up in the air. Don't think anybody is going to be in consideration. It's only going to be a single. Anir Mon used to be a pace bowler back in the days. Now he's turned into a spinner and he's being very effective for P11.
I worked with Vaishali in the initial stage when the women's teams was coming up. I know her efforts. We went school to school, beautifully bowled, to move the school administration to give some girls who like to play cricket. Her efforts of tireless, I'll tell you one thing. I mean, as and when you talk about women cricket in Oman, without Vaishali it is nothing.
Looking for a big shot. He's gone for that appeal. I think they're celebrating at the moment. Not really sure whether it is adjudged out, but at the moment they're celebrating and the batter is going to be making a slow walk. Started with a maximum and all of a sudden Khan is going to be walking back, courtesy of a very good stumping from Nishant.
There's a lightning one. You have seen one in the early match, Sami, who did superb job for the Yalla Shabab. And this is also one of the best stumping.
$17 for the loss of 3. Jamil bhai, it's amazing to see a sponsor holding two sides. Braveheart 11, Braveheart A. In the Premier Circuit we see Yalla Shabab Giants, Royal Oman Stallions. So cricket, lot of contributors of cricket.
That's why Oman cricket is at the top at the moment all through.
Outside edge and it's only going to be a dot ball. So just a couple of runs and a wicket from that over of Anir Mon. He's been one of those standout bowlers for P11. 17 for the loss of 3 at the end of 3. We were talking about owners holding two sides and professional cricket. Braveheart is just coming up the ranks. Faisal comes into the attack from the Oman tail end. And then you have obviously the Royal Oman Stallions, Yalla Shabab Giants. Tell us something about that. You've been around for a very long time.
All those teams are new for me. That's why I'm asking you who are the owners. Yes, Yalla Shabab and Royal Stallions. I know the very, very old friend of us, great Chaitanya Bhai. But I like this man, Ideal International one, really. I really impressed from him.
Looking for a big shot. Faisal is a brilliant bowler on his given day. And probably this is going to be one of his days. A brilliant in-swinger, probably angled in. And it was Sohail who was looking to throw the kitchen sink at it. You miss, I hit was the story. And that was brilliantly executed by Mohammad Faisal.
Well, I don't understand what the batters are doing in this innings of P11. They are not even able to see the ball. They just close the eye and start hitting. And that all to the top batters. They have to be a little bit patient, feel the ball on the bat, and then they go for the runs. But everybody is coming and trying to smash maximum. If I wicket number 4, back to the dugout.
Priyanka Mendonca, a young talent, a young sensation in the women's cricket, is donning the umpiring duties from the Oman LNG end. What a timely wicket for Mohammad Faisal. This will get him going. Used to be one of the fittest personnels that I would know in Oman. He's lost his fitness with time, but still decently fit.
Right outside the after the moment you said, okay, you are right, but still I am not fit, so take this wide for you.
Oh, he's by far. He's not even 10% of how fit he used to be. He's probably a block of steel.
The only thing is that, but now whoever plays cricket, if he likes to continue or even not like to continue, to be fit, that's the only thing.
Wide and cut. There is protection in the deep. So just a single. Tell us something about Chaitanya Bhai. You've known him for a while now.
Yeah, he's always a very, he's a spinner also, left arm.
Tell us
But
some good
his
old
game-
stories.
His what you call motivation for cricket is absolutely fantastic. He always have the team, always play with the team, and always very much engaged in the team activities. In the ground, he is the most vibrant player you can see.
Using the angle to his advantage, Mohammad Faisal going wide of the crease. The number 22 for P11. Have you played the bowling of Chaitanya Kimji?
Yes, once.
Were you successful?
Very much.
Very successful. Tell us about it. We would love to know. We know Jamil Zaidi as an incredible cricketer, but we haven't heard much of stories about you.
It's not good to talk on that own stories. I did that, I did that. I'm just telling you, I enjoyed that match. because his way of bowling is totally, unorthodox, you can say a bit. He's always bowling flighted deliveries.
Oh, he loves to
And
give air.
lulling the batsman to come down.
He did get me out once, I remember.
And I did umpiring also for one of two Premier League matches during that time when he was bowling.
I did get out to his bowling once. The amount of loop that was there, I went getting attracted to it. Just couldn't get to the pitch of the ball. What a delivery. What an exceptional delivery. Finishes off in style. Just 3 runs. And Faisal is enjoying himself under lights as he picks up a wicket that over as well. 20 for the loss of 4 at the end of 4. Talking about prolific cricketers, Imran Ayub comes into the attack. The left arm spinner.
He is a very good spinner up now.
Looking to push it through at the moment. His arm ball is absolutely stunning. Very deceiving.
He is a good bat, but I have not seen him in these matches coming up with some good runs.
If you want a perfume, contact Imran Ayub.
Oh.
So at the
Perfume man, huh?
Oh, he works for one of those prolific companies. But coming to the point, he's one of those prolific cricketers, a perfect all-rounder. He's a very good bat. He's a brilliant fielder. Works very hard on his fitness as well. With the ball in hand, he's pretty effective, pretty handy. Comes from the land of Sri Lanka. Through the covers. There is ample protection in the deep, but still they will manage to get a couple of it. They need to stitch a partnership, and they need to do it in quick time because they haven't got off the ranks the way they would have wanted, going at less than run a ball at the moment.
Well, I think most of the batters are back into the dugout.
Flighted. This is his USP, Imran Ayub. All the earlier deliveries were fired in, and one saw all of a sudden is a slower delivery, flighted up, loopy. And that's where you just get a brain fade movement. Whether you go after it, you just rotate it around. Shot pulled. There is a fielder in the deep who will help in getting the ball back. It's a maximum from the bat of Sohail. He's a strong lad and he's a big striker of the cricket ball.
First cricketing shot from Sohail this time, really onto the back foot with full power to the mid wicket for the first maximum for P11 Mavericks.
Absolutely, what a striker. He's Sohail Kangaraj. The Bravehearts 11 would want him to go a little deeper into the innings, take the game. He's generally a very good striker. Looking for the second. They're going for the second. This can be fairly interesting. But Fahim and Sohail Kangaraj are really quick. And P11 will understand that. So an expensive over from Imran Ayub comes to an end. 13 runs of it. 33 for the loss of 4 at the end of 5 overs. going at 6.60. Braveheart. 4 wickets down. Going has been tough, but they managed to find those odd boundaries. P11 Mavericks versus Braveheart in the final game of the day 6. Slowly moving towards 50 mark, 34 on board, and slowly coming into the com boxes. Amin Wagle, very good evening. Amin, tired?
Not yet. Still got a long night ahead. It's Thursday night, so probably a weekend night here in Oman.
Hitting the helmet. Gone for that single, and for sure there will be a concussion test here for Suhail. Following the batter is Alapurail.
Well, at the moment, nothing is looking to break the spirits of these batters here. Bravehearts 11 have somewhat just lost the plot at the moment. They're looking to score some quick runs, but they are not finding those key partnerships which will allow them to sustain such a long innings. 35 for 4. If you remove that 4 wickets, yes, 35 in 5 overs certainly makes sense. But then from here onwards, at the end of 10 over mark is what your score is going to be. That's going to determine your fate in the game.
Alapu bowling wicket to wicket. There's a chance as a non-striker end. Full length dive. Running hard for him and Suhail. Every run matters here. What a commitment shown by the batter.
Yeah, this will be very tough here for P11 now, because both Suhail Kanakraj and Fahim certainly they've seen a little bit of that Premier circuit, so they know how to give a good fight whenever under the pump, especially Suhail Kanakraj, because he's got plenty of match time experience, under lights, at turf number 1, in front of Premier teams. You have bowlers who are quite quicker than what he's experiencing right now at P11 Maverick, so he'll fancy his chances.
Beautifully bowled and well managed in the air, and he drops. An easy chance gone begging there. Fielded a deep square leg.
Well, just as I did mention, he's going to fancy his chances. That's what he does. He tries to go for that riskier option, looks to play a cute little shot, and backing his luck, testing his luck, and the fielder provides him his reward. So a life gifted to Suhail Kanakraj in the form of a dropped catch.
Driven hard. Another single. Has been very impressive. Alapurail, very economical, going at 6 runs per over.
Yeah, at the moment, it's just allowing the batters to deal in singles, and it might not help him in the whole run, but then certainly it will help the other bowlers, because the batters will now start getting itchy and look to score quickly, and in the process that Aaron's shot is evident.
They'll settle with one more single in this over, so 6 runs of that over. And Alapu completes quota for the night. 2 overs going for 12, a wicket to his name. 6 overs gone, 39 for the loss of 4.
Anirmon Abdul Rahman, the captain, and look at that first over. And certainly you might be thinking that if he delivers one more over like this, that Bravehearts 11 innings might certainly turn into shambles.
Oh my God.
Shambles, it reminds me of someone. In the air, and definitely they are in shambles here. Another wicket goes down.
Captain Nirmon Abdul Rahman, when he came out for the toss earlier in this game, he was looking very, very dejected and was hopeful that something might turn around, and then that's what he does, leading by example. An error in a shot, looking to score quickly. And Sunil Kanakraj has to depart, and he scored 13 of 9, tried to do something for his team, but not enough. I believe it's the 5th wicket down for 39. Bravehearts 11 in a spot of trouble. Anirmor Abdul Rahman, the captain of the P11 Mavericks, making life difficult for the batters here at the moment. And Cyril Sebastian has to come out to bat. And certainly this is a very exciting contest. Both these challenger teams against each other. And both these teams are actually one of the better teams in that challenger series, and the challenger teams that have come through. In the process now, they've managed to get a couple of runs to their credit.
And a match to remember for our on-field umpire, Priyanka, a former women captain of Oman's national side. While swing, what a take, a brilliant take, and an exceptional piece of bowling by Captain Abdul Rahman.
Absolutely, it's a proud moment. Works away towards the offside, will hurry and scamper for a single, and then courtesy that overthrow, they just thought that they could steal another run for themselves. In the process, what they've done is managed to lose another wicket. Oh boy, they're just getting deeper and deeper in trouble.
Never and ever run on a misfield. The shambling continues here for the batting side. Another wicket goes down the shape of run out. 42 for the loss of 6. What a night. And she'll remember this game, officiating for the first time here in D series. Priyanka Mendonca, the former women's team captain.
Oh, this is an outside edge, and it's going to be some good runs here from the bat of Fahim. They'll welcome this because at the moment that batting lineup is more than halfway down. And with that, we come to the end of the over. After that mishap, it's 7 overs gone, 46 for 6. Some lucky runs here from the bat of Fahim, and it's going to be the end of the over. And just got confirmation it was Mahmood who got that boundary, not Fahim. So back in action, Imran Ayub works away towards the onside for him. And now they'll be watchful not to run that second run.
I mean, just correct me if I'm wrong. Still, she's an active member of women's national side, Priyanka Mendonca. Because last time when I was here, she was leading women's team.
Oh, this is a shot, but straight into the hands of the straight into the hands of the fielder rather at long off, and very, very stable under the lights. It came really quick towards him. It was as flat, and he manages to hold on to a good one.
Absolutely, excellent catch. Traveling quickly towards him, he adjusted well. A superb catch taken by the fielder at long off. The wickets are tumbling down here at Oman Cricket Academy, 47 for the loss of 7.
A wicket for Imran Ayub, and he has a chance to get another one. It's just that the ball hit too hard into the hands of Faisal, and that's probably not the basics here. Young guns, if you're looking to learn how to take a catch, that's not one of the ways.
Top of the just ran in. Plenty of catches were put down, but still in a strong and commanding position. Not giving an inch to the batters. Played very late, another single here. So coming back to our umpire, on-field umpire Priyanka Mendonca, who's officiating for the first time. So because there were quite a few messages coming in stating that she is still an active member.
Yeah, well, she's still one of the better cricketers in the women's circuit here in Oman, and probably dealing with a few injury issues though. Can't wait to see her back leading the side in Oman.
And more than those messages, it was Pranav Mehta who was shouting in my ears. He has every information, what's going around, what's happening among the teams. All 12 teams participating in this tournament, Pranav knows every detail about them. Keeping a bit low, good take by the wicket keeper. Another tight over, boundaryless over comes to an end. 8 gone, 50 for the loss of 7.
Opting for the floating power play. It's going to be Charles Jacob now introduced into the attack, courtesy that choice of the batting team. And immediately looks to pull that ball. Very, very close call. And not given a wide, and rightly so. This is good stuff here from the umpire, Priyanka Mendonka. Impressive.
Having a very good outing as an on-field umpire. Clearly shows she knows the rules of this game. She came well prepared. Back-to-back dot deliveries. Talking about the players who performed well or who impressed us a lot from teams coming from intermediate level. One of them is Charles Jacob, a young fast bowler. The length has been key for Charles.
Yeah, and certainly bowls a decent pace as well, quite zippy and nippy, and knows how to trouble the batters. Just like that, towards the offside, just a gentle push will scamper for a single. So the batters have not been able to uncover or unravel the mystery that he's bowling at the moment, because he's so nippy, and there are times when he gets a little bit of away swing against the left-handers, and there are times when there is absolutely no swing. But what he does, he bowls wicket to wicket, and he bowls those hard length deliveries. Very difficult to get away with,
especially for number 8 and number 9 batters. It's not easy to handle that pace of Charles. So long on and extra cover, 2 fielders outside 30-yard circle. They have asked mid-wicket to come in. So line will be a bit fuller or towards the top stick channel. Anything towards the leg side, he'll be punished.
In the air, this one skied. A keeper is looking to get underneath it. Probably the safest person there, and he's going to get it. So very, very calm and composed. Nishant is always going to be the best person for you in the team.
Calm and composed is the bowler. Changing the field, and all of a sudden a fuller delivery. Eyes lit up for the batter, wanted to go big. A good catch taken by the wicket keeper. Not easy under the lights. Wicket number 8 goes down. 51 on board.
And he's been, again, very, very impressive. Wicket on the first ball of the innings, and now coming in that floating power play, managing to get a wicket for himself again. And all the batters can do right now is scamper. That was have hit hard on his shin, I believe.
A wild throw coming in from the fielder. Ilyas Raghu off the mark with that single, but excellent captaincy by Anirmon. The rotation of the bowlers has been superb. A mixture of fast and spin, not giving the batters time to adjust. We haven't seen a boundary since the time we arrived in the com box, I mean.
Oh, this one's high. A fielder will just allow that to go towards the boundary rope. So your wish is fulfilled. Wish you would have asked for something else at the moment?
Have asked for something special. I'll let you know in the next over. With that boundary, over number 9 comes to an end. Width offered and nicely managed on the back foot by the batsman to end the over number 9. 56 for the loss of 8.
Faisal, and look at those figures here. It's going to be 3 for 1, and he's coming in for his second over. Something that he wouldn't want because there are chances the figures might be spoiled. Oh, this one's a good delivery. Kept it really wide outside the off stump, not allowing the batter to have a swing at it.
He'll be thinking to finish the quota on 3 for 3 in 1.3. You never know, next 2 deliveries if he can get 2 wickets.
Yeah, well, for that he'll have to bowl his heart out at the moment. Does seem to be a setup where he's going to be trying out a slower one. Oh no, this is absolutely wayward.
This is one thing they need to learn, because they are so excited to be part of this league. They're trying to bowl as quick as possible, and in the process they forgot about the cutters and the slow ones, the variations. We don't have third man. Anything taking that edge of Raghu, it will fly between the keeper and the short third.
This time nails that wide Yorker. And he's been working the tram lines, and that's been his intention to do. So we'll always be pleased that he's not gone for runs here. And that's been the key to his success.
And also it clearly shows that he's not greedy, he's not looking for wickets. He just wants to contain, because this is a final over. You don't want to give away any easy runs.
Full, and once again back to the keeper. Now this is going to be some run out here, because he was looking to rotate strike Ilyas Raghu, and in the process just losing his wicket. This was a mishap.
Smart work by the wicket keeper, not releasing the ball, and look at that sprint. No chance for Raghu to make a comeback. No proper communication. Wicket number 9 goes down, 57 on board.
Very close to winding their innings up. It's 57 for 9, BR11. And at the moment, Faisal is certainly looking to dominate proceedings here, not giving anything to the batters to score.
Sticking to the toss stick line, he can push the short third at the boundary rope and get square leg inside the 30-yard circle. He's very express with the pace, Faisal. But wicketkeeper Nishant has been kept busy.
Yeah, well, certainly, he's looking to go for the 100-meter sprint. At the moment, the way he is just all geared up, on your mark, set, go.
Two wicket keepers in the comp box, they're watching him closely. I need to ask them whether the basics are right of Nishant. Making a lot of movement.
Oh, this one's another swing and a miss. And to be honest, he's doing well for himself, Nishant, at the moment. In my opinion, whatever works, works.
This time he did not make a lot of movement. Just before this delivery, he disturbed the bowler. That is the reason Faisal just stopped before delivering that ball. What an over. Just one run, a wicket, 4 dot deliveries. An exciting wicket keeper, Nishant.
Oh, another swing and a miss, and on your mark, get set, go. And Nishant is off the mark immediately, and that winds up this Bravehearts 11 innings on the last ball of the innings. But then certainly they would have wanted much, much more as a result of that delivery. And it's going to be Haja Mohammad who will be left stranded. Have a look at that.
Brilliant job by Nishant, having an excellent night behind the stumps. P11 Mavericks did a pretty good job in the first innings. Kept things tight. Under 60 for Bravehearts. It's up to the batters of P11 Mavericks to come out and get those runs. And let's see that batting card. Nothing much at top of the order. It was Nizamuddin Fahim got those 10 and 13 for Sohail. No other batter making to double digit. That has been the sorry story for Braveheart 11. Couple of extras. It clearly shows the discipline in the bowling of P11 Mavericks. 57 for the loss of 10. They bundle out on the very final ball of the quota of 10.
As far as the bowling is concerned, a couple of wickets both for captain Anir Mon Abdul Rahman and the impressive Charles Jacob. Anir Mon Abdul Rahman, very, very economical. And the rest of the bowlers too enjoyed some success. Imran Ayub, Mohammad Faisal and Mohammad Safir all picking up wickets for themselves and keeping things tight because only 57 was scored and with the help of 2 extras. So there was some certain amount of discipline in their efforts. Put into bat first by the captains of the P11 Mavericks. They certainly looked to dominate proceedings. Ball number 1 was a wicket in the form of Arvind, and Charles Jacob made sure that everything was going their way. A freak run out, and then the captain himself was taken for that only boundary that was hit of him. After that, the wickets kept falling all around. This big Skyer was taken by an excellent level-headed catch by Nishant. Boundaries towards the end of the innings, we didn't see too many of them. And then Nishant had a great day because he effected a couple of run-outs. The first one, and now that's the second one on the last ball of the innings. So they've got their task cut out for them. The Bravehearts 11, they need to score 58 in their allotted 10 overs. Whether or not they'll get there, we'll only know after a short break. Stay tuned.
He has timed that one well. That is the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Excellent. Yes, it is. timed at 112. That is the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Excellent. Yes, it is.
Hello and welcome back for one final time tonight, and we are live from the Oman Cricket Academy, where we've just witnessing an interesting game between the two challengers teams that have come up to participate in this Oman D10 powered by Dafa News. Bravehearts 11 were put into bat after P11's captain Anirmon Abdul Rahman won the toss, and none of their batters actually rose up to the occasion except for Nizamuddin Fahim and Kanagrat Sohail, who got to double-digit scores, and they ended up with 57 all out on that last ball of the innings, so pretty much 57 in those 10 overs. As far as the bowling is concerned, Charles Jacob and Anirmon Abdul Rahman both picked up a couple of wickets for themselves, and Mohammad Safir, Faisal and Imran Ayub all picked up a wicket each respectively. Joining me in the comm box is going to be Jamil Zaidi, who's had a good look at the conditions and also has pretty much some idea as to how P11 Mavericks should be looking to approach a run chase.
Thank you, Amin. Actually, both the teams are from intermediate division and they know each other very well. The team who play better is going to win. 57 is not a big score, and it's good they get them all out in 10 overs. So I hope that the batters should come and play natural game. Take them up the overs.
Immediately Gaurav Pokra with the new ball, asking some serious questions, looks to dig it in short, and Nidin has no response to that. Nidin is the one on strike, and Nobish Gopi will be the one on the non-strikers end, or I believe Nobish is the one on strike if I'm not mistaken.
Pokra is a tall lad. Pokra is a good tall lad and has good action.
Oh, brilliant delivery. And that came in sharply to the right hander. He was very, very uncomfortable, and everyone in that infield is just bouncing on the batter at the moment because they have absolutely no idea how that's missed the stumps.
Brilliant bowling from him, coming into the right-hander with blistering pace. And how he's missed the stumps, that is a mystery.
Finally getting a bat on the ball. It's going to be some first runs. I think they're going to get two here. Wayward throw, and that run out will not be affected. So a couple of runs on the third delivery, and a good start for P11 Mavericks towards that 58.
Good running between the wickets, slightly wayward throw, and they took full advantage of it and did the right thing to got off to start with 2 runs.
This time towards the offside, looking to scamper for a single, and they'll decide not to go for any sort of overthrows, not to take any chances, because every run matters in this format here.
The scores are low. Each run for them will be very, very vital. Once again, beautifully bowled, and it's going to be fine like boundary. Batter doesn't know where the ball is, how it comes, and how it's played inside the bat.
Yeah, single taken, not a boundary, but Gaurav Pokra has been troubling the batters. And what's really good about this over is that he's not leaked too many runs, just 4. Can he finish well? Last ball of the over, Gaurav Pokra.
Oh, that's edged. But then looked to guide it, so it was intentionally played by Nitin, and it's going to be only a single, a very, very decent over from Gaurav Pokra to start with. It's 5 for no loss, P11 Mavericks. Suhil Kanakraj with the ball in hand, sharing the new ball and immediately beating the bat. And he's been one of those premier bowlers. Unfortunately, not made such a huge impact in this Oman D10 powered by Dafa News. And you would always wonder that a player like him, who's coming and has plenty of experience from the Premier Division, will light up the tournament and be one of their mainstays of the team. Works away towards the onside, rushing for that first run. Can they get the second? Says no. The person running towards the danger end. So starts off well here, Suhil Kanakraj.
You find the glimpses of intermediate teams while they were running, just completing one run without seeing the other batter. Just come back for the second.
There has to be something here, and they should be looking to, ask for the second run. They should have intentions clear, and they should probably read the game and read the field as to how hard the batter has hit the ball. Oh, this one will be very disappointing here because Nitin got into a very good shape to go for that pull shot, and in the end just getting nothing but air on this. Suhil Kanakraj proving too good for the batter at the moment.
That could have been a wide, but umpire Pranka not convinced.
And this one's played well. However, smartly there's a fielder around, so it's only going to be a single.
Very slow boom up, getting runs, though score is not that much, but of course they look for the singles. An odd boundary will definitely boost their scoreboard.
Oh, once again, this is absolutely horrendous at the moment for the batter because Suhil Kanakraj is beating the bat time and again. Just 2 runs of this over, and really wanted your opinion on this one. Would you, as a bowler, would you like a performance where you give nothing away and get a maiden in a 10 over format, or would you be that kind of a bowler who is willing to give runs but would want to purchase wickets?
I'll speak to it. Actually, in current situation, not giving runs is the most important at the moment. So, end of over number 2, 8 for no wicket.
Sohail Ahmed with the ball, and the last time I saw him bowl, he certainly looked to be very, very impressive. Has a very funny sort of a run up, but then when he delivers the ball, knows how to hit the deck hard and skid on and come onto the bat.
They can easily pierce the gap between gully and cover point, but he just placed the bat and went for the single. Yet to see a boundary from these two, Nitin and Gopi.
Once again, that hard length deliveries proving too good for the batters to progress at the moment. They're stuck on 9 for quite some time now. Every dot ball will start putting pressure on the psychology of the batters, and they would be playing that false shot, the erroneous shot, looking to charge down the track. He skied it. Some fielders looking to get underneath it, and it's only going to be landing in the safe zone. This is something where Bravehearts will want to learn very quickly, and that's the correct field placements at the moment. Even though the bowler has forced the false shot, the faulty shot, they're still not managing to get underneath it. He decides to let that one go, and rightly so. It's signalled wide by umpire Balasubramaniam.
Batters are trying to get boundaries, but they're not timing it well. Playing it so early. And the bowlers also doing a good job. Not letting them play.
Bowls it on the wicket. And that's been my question actually. Would you be hunting for wickets? Would you bowl that attacking line and length and asking the batter to play an aggressive shot and then lose his wicket? Or would you be looking to keep it very, very safe, keep it out of the arc of the batters, and be happy if you have just given away 4 runs and over in your 2 overs and end up with figures of 2 overs, 8 for 0?
Well, I think I totally agree with the way the fielding side is doing. Not giving much runs, trying to contain the run rate. That's what they need.
One more delivery remaining in this over. Well, what this does is this allows the batter to get their eye in as well. So there can't be a correct answer to this question, in my opinion. And hence I'm getting very finicky about it. Gets the inside edge. A single and a wayward throw once again. A single to end the over, and Sohail Ahmed has given, in my opinion, not much away. He's given 5 runs in this over, 13 for no loss, P11. Captain Haja Mohammad Hussain introduced into the attack. And quickly continues doing what his other bowlers have been looking to do, and that's to keep it away from the right-hander. Work those tram lines and work that wide line.
I don't know what's the intention of the batters right now. This is 4th over underway. They're not at all bothered about getting a boundary or so.
Oh, this one's down the ground. Not enough legs on it. It's not ended anywhere near the boundary, as a matter of fact. Not able to time the ball well, Nishad and Nobish at the moment.
They're not totally agreeing. They're not seeing the bowler's intention where he's bowling. And I don't know what's the approach for the batters right now. Both of them bogged down, absolutely. Wide outside the office time. Or maybe they are thinking the total is not that far, so let us take 5, 6 runs and over and then go for the win.
But in the process, what they're doing is they're just putting the pressure back onto themselves, because 14 for no loss and you're nearing that 4 over mark. At the moment, your run rate is just 4. I do agree that you just need around 6.5 or 7 runs per over, even after if this over goes according to the plan of the opponent. But why would you want to take it down so deep? You need to back yourselves to get those runs. At the moment, helping the cause of P11 Mavericks are Braveheart 11, because they've conceded quite a few extras in that score of 15. Another one by Haja Mohammad now, so you'll have to bowl that one again.
All depend upon the planning, what the captain has asked them to do to the batters.
This one, some runs here. There is a fielder. Gaurav Pokra will ensure that not many. Oh, this one's close. It's a loud appeal by everybody in that field. It certainly looked like a very, very close call, but the batter will survive. Couple of runs.
Looks to be very, very close. Again, the running between the wickets is not at all satisfying, rather. Look at that. Throws it. Well, I think touch and go situation. Dive must have saved him.
$17 for no loss. Slow proceedings here as far as both these teams' approach is concerned. But P11 Mavericks need to find a boundary. And in the process, can't be looking to lose any wickets as well. But Haja Mohammad Hussain is now picking up pace. He's just given his 4th run in the over, courtesy those couple of runs they took. And with the last delivery coming up, all of a sudden he's just firing the ball in. Not able to get a good hold on it. He's going to end the over with only a single by Nitin. So 4 overs gone, 18 for the loss of no wickets. P11 Mavericks in the hunt. Sohail Ahmed with the ball in hand, and an interesting ploy, because you're probably bowling one of your quicker bowlers out so early in the innings before the half time. And he ends up delivering immediately. So probably Haja Mohammad and the Bravehearts 11 are looking to increase that pressure on the batters in the middle. They have a paltry target to get, but then if you can manage to somehow ruffle a few feathers, give them a few nervous overs where they are not been scoring, and things will be looking very, very interesting for the team.
Finally mix up, and the first wicket mix up between the two batters and it's a run out.
Oh, this is a horrific failure for P11 Mavericks. Nowhere in the picture at the moment, nowhere under pressure at the moment, and they decide to just commit the unthinkable. Nowhere near a single, and the fielder does well, very sensible, just handing the ball to the keeper towards the end where they know that the run out can be affected safely. First wicket down for P11 Mavericks. They are 18 for 1 at 4.2. Captain Anirmon, and he is out there in the center after that freak run out and immediately striking the ball well in the gap. So probably somebody with intentions here will dampen the spirits of Braveheart 11, because big hitting is the need of the hour, and that's how you get pressure off your back.
Absolutely. But intention for money, looks to be positive. The first delivery he played nicely and with confidence to the cover sweeper.
Oh, some lucky runs opened the face of the bat at the last moment and guided it towards third man. It's not going to be a boundary, but now looking to hit the ball hard and show some intent.
The captain looks to be in a positive mood. I hope that he might get a boundary or so.
What can Bravehearts do here? How can they arrest the runs? How can they just look to keep things very, very quiet and tight at the moment? On the other hand, Anirmon Abdul Rahman will look to score some good boundaries. If they can do that, all of a sudden the game is heavily tilted in their favour. Oh, this is a good shout. Up goes the finger. He's given his team some hope at the moment. Ahmed has struck, and it's the big wicket of the captain Anirmon who has to head back into the dugout.
No chance, no chance. Absolutely plumb right in front of the wicket. Ball kept a bit low as well. So wicket number 2 down. 20 for 2.
New man in, and he has a ball remaining to face off this Sohail Ahmed over, who's looking to fire it in at the moment. Oh, he's certainly asking some good questions, and P11 Mavericks are more than happy to just scamper and take that risky single. End of 5 overs at the halfway stage. P11 Mavericks are 21 for the loss of 2 wickets.
Didn't need much, but they made a mess out of it, and a wonderful attempt at long on. Believe it is none other than Suhil Kangaraj, one of the most athletic fielders. I really want to say Power Tech, but it's not Power Tech anymore. It is Bravehearts 11. They are putting in everything that they have. It's a must win for both these sides. By 11, Bravehearts 11, and joining me in the com box in a must win game for the final 5, Mudassir Ali Qureshi.
This was the wicket. Caught right in front. Standing very close to the middle end leg. And that gave the umpire to make the decision very quickly. Oh, look at that. Brilliant stumping. But not impressed, not convinced is Bala Subramaniam. But quickly off the block. Look at the sprint from Bala Subramaniam, Pranav.
Very fit is Bala Subramaniam, but talk about the wicketkeeper. Tell me one wicketkeeper who doesn't believe it's out. Every time he does a stumping, he's almost celebrating and appealing.
I hardly remember.
There isn't any. I give you an assurance there isn't any.
They always feel that they have got their man. But I'm pretty impressed the way this match panned out for our female umpire Priyanka Mendonca, standing for the first time. It's not easy, Pranav.
Oh, it's difficult. I've been an umpire. I've umpired a few games. I topped my level 0, topped my level 1. But despite doing well in the classroom, when you go on the field and when you're put under the pump, when you put under the pressure, very difficult it is.
And look at that focus in her eyes.
Pulled in. There is ample protection all round, and that's where they're struggling to find the boundaries. So just a couple of runs from that over of Nishad, and all of a sudden 6 overs done. Just 23 on the board for the loss of 2 is by 11. They need 35 of the remaining 24. Captain comes into the attack, Haja. He's a combination of two. Sometimes he's an off spinner, sometimes he's a pacer. Right now he's a pacer. Which version of Haja do you like, the off spinner or the pacer?
The way he started, would love to see him bowling these medium pace deliveries, because as an off spinner also he did a pretty good job, but it's not easy. Especially under the lights, ball nicely coming onto the blade. There is not much room for an off-break bowler. But he started off really well, keeping it away from the right-hand batter. Unlucky that game, They were almost there to win against Muscat Thunderers, and they were so excited on that night. It was the first time participating, first time playing against Muscat Thunderers. History in making, but they need to wait for few more months to defeat a premier team, but well led by Haja. The problem with the intermediate teams is the batting, Pranav. They need to improve their batting department.
They need to get in a professional coach. That's the most important part. Probably get a mentor, if not a coach. One of these players from the Premier Circuit who's higher on the age. Somebody like an Amir Kaleem, somebody like an Amir Ali as well. They will add so much of a value. Looking to swing and it's only going to be a miss. There are a lot of players available. The likes of Sultan Ahmed, the likes of Farhan Khan. These were national players who have served for such a long time. The likes of Ajay Lal Cheta. I can keep going. I was able to have a look at Swapnil, who is there with the Muscat Thunderers. He is a wicket keeper. Now he isn't playing. You can use his services. Himal Mehta, Nilesh Parmar. Outside edge, brilliant effort. The stretch was full and extremely. And talk about efforts. That at third, exceptional stuff. They're putting in their bodies at line. Have they just taken a single? This would be extremely poor running if it's just a single. It is just a single, and this is extraordinary stuff from Bravehearts. But P11 is just crumbling under pressure.
Everyone is flying. Everyone is putting that extra effort. Oh, brilliant save. Body behind the ball and the right time releasing it.
What's it, Ashfaq? Didn't really feel like Ashfaq. Not really sure who the fielder is. But you never know. Too far away from them, and they're running for everything at the moment. A lot of this will come down to these two batters. If they want to win, they need to get going right now. 33. They've made a mess out of this run chase.
So much of effort put in by the bowlers, fielders, and now it's up to the batters. You need to attack and get those runs. Somehow I feel if they can get one or two professional batters as well, that might help them. A player come coach, that might do wonders for these teams.
Big shot on offer. At the moment, the ball is not travelling. And I'll tell you where the problem is. The problem is that we'll talk about the problem in the next over. 7 overs done, 26 for the loss of 2. So it's Nobish that is going to be probably retiring back. Nishant is fairly new in the middle. 3 of 3. Nobish has taken his time. 9 of 19 deliveries. And I was talking of the problem. I'll tell you where the problem is. Under lights, once the dew comes in, the ball starts skidding in. And that's where the batters do not get sufficient amount of time. If you have not used to playing on those matting surfaces in India, where the ball skids on and comes really quick, then you're always going to be struggling. Not out, says the umpire. Once again, the wicket-keeper was all convinced.
What a brilliant show by men in yellow. Fielding, bowling, wicket keeping, catching has been brilliant.
Oh, it was almost touch and go. Touch and go. Amal Raj, he's a big striker. Probably 2 years back, he scored 100. And that's where he made his name. 2 or 3 years back, he scored a big 100. Struck sixes at will. Doesn't like to play from his crease, and that's where it's going to be very interesting. He likes to take a couple of steps as a momentum and charge towards the bowler and then attack. Very calculative at the moment is Amal.
This win for men in yellow will keep them in hunt for that place the second round. But the net run rate, that will also come into play. But what a fight back. A below par score. So 31 of 15. They need few maximums here. P11 Mavericks. And we were talking about Mavericks. Maximums. And here comes a maximum. The wicket keeper batter. Nishant. Good use of the feet, and what a connection.
Oh, he's a premier player. And he can strike a few lusty ones. Very talented. He's been around for a very long time. In his arc, and he tonks it over deep mid wicket for a maximum.
This is the advantage as a batter. Under the lights when heavy dew on the field. Ball nicely coming onto the blade. All you need to do is to have a good footwork. What an excellent shot.
Once this is bowled a little shorter, it'll skid through. And that's where the batting will become difficult. Just like that. Not given as a wide.
I'm not sure, Pranav, because the dew factor always helps the batters.
Agreed. At the highest level. The intermediate sides do not know how to play in the dew factor. Big appeal, big appeal. It's been given on this occasion. One shot too many for Nishant. He was trying to charge. Priyanka has adjudged this as wide. Nishant is going to be walking back to the hut, but it's still going to be rebowled.
He tried and tried all the night. Wicket keeper for him. At last, he has been rewarded. A brilliant take. It was onto the sixth stump. And look at that great glove work. Fraction of seconds dislodges the bail.
The replay, we would love to see the replay in slow-mo once again. That'll be really interesting. Because he did not dislodge the bails in the first attempt, if you would have noticed. That would have been a very interesting factor. Also, his collection point. This is fairly interesting from the wicketkeeper. Even the bowler learning his lesson. Bowling around the good length area. Oh, this has gone straight up. Wicketkeeper is going to be collecting it. Under lights, the ball skids on. And once the ball starts skidding, it's very difficult. Just 10 runs in his 2 overs. He picks up 2 wickets in the process. And all of a sudden, this game is hunting away from P11.
Well, look at that bounce he got from that surface. Not a regular run-up for Nishad. Not sure what was trying to do Ayub. In shambles.
It's a shambles evening for P11 at the moment.
Half of the side back in the head, 34 on board.
What an over from Nishant. Got tonked for a maximum. But apart from that, just splendid. Gaurav Pokra comes into the attack. 5 runs off his first over.
Complete team effort. Great resilience shown by the men in yellow, and Fahim has been terrific behind the stumps. Cleaned him up. Came back to bowl that 9th over. A big swing. The pressure was mounting on the batters. And Pokra strikes.
Just don't know if anything is working in favor of P11, looking to tonk it, to probably orbit. That is the kind of energy that he was trying to utilize. And that late bit of movement for Gaurav Pokra, creating trouble. Not able to make an impact. Amal is going to be walking back to the dugout. This is the primary difference between Braveheart 11 and Braveheart A. Braveheart 11 has been a fighting side. They fought hard. They played some good quality cricket. Inside edge, and probably he's chopped on. So wickets falling in a fury here. Charles Jacob is also going to be walking back to the dugout. Gaurav Pokra is going to be on a hat-trick.
The first one came in to Amal. Now Jacob way outside the off stump. Played on. Chasing the delivery. Not offering much pace. Pokra has been impressive throughout this night with the ball. Another wicket goes down. Back-to-back wickets. 34 for the loss of 7.
Vishen Balan comes into the attack. He's going to be on that pump line, and he lets that one go. Big structure for Vishen Balan. Looks like a dangerous striker. Can he strike a few? Can he get P11 back into the attack?
Dangerous striker coming at number 9.
Probably saving him.
Did not use the batsman properly, I believe. The order. Amal came very late. Known for hitting those lusty blows.
I'll ask you a question. Have you ever gone to a restaurant and in the process of taking the food home for the next day, have you forgotten that you were there at the restaurant to enjoy that night's meal?
It happened a lot of times.
And that's exactly what is happening with P11 right now. Dot ball after dot ball. It can very well be a double wicket maiden. Something that Gaurav Pokra would remember for the rest of his life. Under lights at the Oman Cricket Academy, a ground which has been a home for a lot of international cricketers. And that's exactly where he's shining and shining bright.
What a moment for all these players, and the two, when you come out and you perform well, you win games for your side. That is something special.
Cotton bowled opportunity, gone down begging. So it's a wicket maiden for Gaurav Pokra. Not just a wicket maiden, but a double wicket maiden for Gaurav Pokra. 5 runs and 2 wickets in his 2 overs. 24 runs required of the final over when they were chasing just 58 to win. Sohail Kangaraj, one of the safest bowlers to be bowling the final over for Braveheart 11. Almost will be safe to say that Braveheart 11 has captured this game. Slower delivery, outside edge, and they're going for the single. They'll get it. Don't think they'll be able to get a second here.
Now looking at Sohail, it reminds me of Gubra Giants captain. Where is he? Prabhakaran.
Few names that have been missing. Prabhakaran, Paradwaj.
Was an excellent wicket keeper.
Excellent wicket keeper. Big shot, high up in the air. Fielder coming underneath it, and he makes a mess out of it. Did everything right till then. I think, not really sure who the fielder is, but put in all the efforts and put it down the lane.
And look at that sprint from covers. He almost behind the wicket towards that mid-on region. Oh, it could have been a terrific catch.
Sliding down the leg, and this could have been very costly. No indications from the umpire. So it's just going to be a dot ball.
What an effort by the wicket keeper. Brilliant decision, Pranav. Brilliant. Standing in a first game, the way she carried, 10 out of 10.
And she would have been a witness to a lot of these games, being a captain. Not just a domestic captain, but a national captain. Still throwing themselves in the field and enjoying themselves.
If I'm not wrong, Sohail was also part of that Gubra Giants. The first time I came here, it was led by Prabhakaran, an all-rounder. Sai Shiv Narayan used to play for that side.
Absolutely. One more bowler. Tell me about one more bowler. He's one of the quickest in the arena. Yorker dug out for a single. Quickest.
Don't tell me that Hasnain Ali played for them.
Not really. But he could be partnering Hasnain from the other end.
Shah Faisal?
Not really.
Oh, Yashash GL.
Yes,
he was also part of that Gubra Giants. What a team. And from that team, someone like Sai Shiv Narayana, he made it big. Playing for Yalla Shabab Giants, it clearly shows the amount of talent and the way he performed.
Big shot, outside edge, over Gaurav Pokhara. He's going to put in that effort and pull it back in. So just probably a couple of runs of the final delivery. And what that means is that Braveheart 11s have won in some fashion. They won from the jaws of defeat. Wouldn't be wrong in saying that.
They defended that below par score of 57 with a complete team effort, and they know the importance of this wicket. Look at those happy faces. Fahim has been brilliant behind the stumps, well led by Haja Hamid, as if they have won the final of D10. These are the moments they'll cherish for the rest of their lives, playing here for the first time in D10 under the lights. These matches are broadcasted live, and Braveheart, what an effort. P11 Mavericks, after the first innings, they were favourites to chase down that 58, but nothing going in their favour. The top order batters played too many deliveries, and nothing much to talk about the middle and lower down order batters, and 3 extras. What a disciplinary bowling by the men in yellow.
When you're talking about the bowling effort of Braveheart 11, they did pretty well using just 5 bowlers, and everyone was disciplined. Those economies talk for themselves. 1 wicket for Sohail Ahmed and 2 wickets apiece for Gaurav Pokhara. And Nishad, for me, Gaurav Pokhara was the pick of the bowlers, 2 for 5 in his 2 overs, and a maiden to add to that as well. And that's the reason Bravehearts 11 have won this game by 18 runs.
It was a brilliant piece of bowling. The line length has been key. The fielding has been superb. Some miscommunication. led to the fall of that first wicket. The captain caught right in front, and Sohail was the bowler. Spinners came in, they dominated. Though a couple of maximums were scored, but for him, what a night he had behind the stumps. So was Nishad with the ball, couple of wickets to Nishad, and Pokra bowling that ninth over, back-to-back wickets, very economical, going for just 9 runs in his 2 overs. So it has been a tough night for men in red, but Bravehearts, their hopes are alive in this tournament. Match summary: Braveheart 11 batting first. They had their own trouble. 57. They were bundled out on the very final ball. Top scorer Sohail Fahim managing 10. Anir Mon getting couple of wickets for Charles, but they were not able to apply themselves in the second innings, and they just lost the track completely. And all they could manage is 39 for the loss of 7. Pokra has been exceptional with the ball. 2 overs, 5 runs, couple of wickets, 2 wickets for Nishad and a wicket for Sohail Ahmed. At the end, it's Braveheart 11 who won this game by margin of 18 runs. So 4 matches on day 6 comes to an end. Hope you have enjoyed the live action from Oman Cricket Academy. We'll dive into a short break. Once we are back, it will be post-match ceremony.
He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Excellent. Yes, it is. He has timed that one well. Catches the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Excellent. Yes, it is.
Welcome to the post-match presentation ceremony. This is Oman D10 powered by Dafa News, and we have come to an end of another action-packed day and night in cricket, as a matter of fact. This game that's just concluded, that was between Bravehearts versus P11 Mavericks. And winning the toss, they put Bravehearts into bat, the P11 Mavericks, and the Bravehearts scored a very, very teasing total of 57 all out. In response, what Bravehearts did was actually pretty brave. The bowlers came out swinging and swinging hard at the batters and gave nothing away. In the end, it was Gaurav Pokra's 5 runs for 2 wickets haul that certainly made sure that Bravehearts got to the finish line and made a good 2 points for themselves. Standing next to me in the presentation party is going to be Priyanka Mendonka, and she'll hand over the player of the match to Gaurav Pokra. Gaurav, not letting you go without a decent chat. And first of all, many, many congratulations. Tell us something about your performance there and what was happening out there at the moment. Because 57, and then one might think that, we can get there easily. But then you certainly came out and asked some serious questions to the batters.
I mean, yeah, the batting department, batting we couldn't capitalize much. The pitch was totally green today. The ball was swinging really well. So our strong point was the bowlers did really well. The bowling department, kudos to the team. Bowlers did exceptionally well. My work was too simple. Stick to the basics, swing in the ball, and just, yeah, that's it.
You guys are now on 3 points, not really in contention for the top 3, but certainly want to make a statement or two by at least coming in that number 4 position, isn't it?
Of course. We are looking forward to it. We have upcoming 3 games, which we'll have to qualify. If we want to qualify, we'll have to win all the 3s.
What about your experience as far as this Oman D10 is concerned?
Excellent. I mean, this is a great platform for the intermediate division to be, showcase their talents and, showcase their skills to the Premier Division guys. So this has been overall a great tournament so far. So privileged to be a part of such a this platform.
All right, all the best.
Thank you so much.
And congratulations once again. That's all cricketing action we have for you tonight, but then we've got plenty of more action-packed days just like this lined up for you. Do stay tuned. Don't go anywhere, but good night for now.
He has timed that one well. That is the ball straight in. Beautiful ball. Excellent. Yes, it is.